It's a windy day, but that's not going to stop Samoan sisters Avalua and Leona from peacefully protesting outside of one of New Zealand's leading dairy manufacturers. Their messaging is clear. Both in their mid-50s, they're not afraid to show that it's not too late to make the change. They ditched meat overnight at the end of 2017, going vegan for the animals.
And my sister said, "Oh, you should watch this documentary, Earthlings." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't listen to it, but oh, yeah, okay." So watch it. And I could only watch the trailer. I couldn't get any further. It just hit me how horrific and what we do to animals just for our food. So that was it for me, and yeah, straight away.
Overnight. Yeah, it was that one horrific documentary that just sort of changed me, and then I just knew I had to do some research, find out. I thought, I need to be vegan, and I thought, what does that mean? And I need to know what's involved, and I need to find out how I can change the insanity and be part of that.
It's a complete change of lifestyle, especially for Avalua, who just a few years ago was working in the poultry industry at a company head office and often felt uncomfortable with how they operated.
I was doing accounts work, and then I found out that to raise a chick to a fully grown chicken for eating only took a matter of weeks. I thought, how could that happen? And obviously, pumped full of hormones and whatever they do. I mean, you look back on your life and you see these signal moments, you think that things sort of resonated with you, and then you think your conscience was telling you something, but you weren't listening.
It's not food, it's violence!
Within the past 2 years of living vegan, Leona and Avalua have fully immersed themselves in the animal rights movement in Auckland, often spending weekends or evenings being a part of peaceful demonstrations. In 2018, it was Avalua who initiated the already global official Animal Rights March in Auckland, which is now an annual event here. It saw over 1,000 people march through Auckland City this year.
There's 56 billion animals being slaughtered worldwide, trillions of marine animals, and then also with the climate change crisis and so on, animal agriculture is the biggest contributor to global warming. So that affects our Pacific nations that are, going underwater. So we do need to act fast. It's a race against time, pretty much.
And although the public reception isn't always warm,
I've not given you permission to film me. We have you on. Take your camera off me.
it's how the family has reacted that matters the most to them.
I love my sisters so much, and I want to respect their wishes. I'm a little bit more conscious of the fact, that it's what I do eat, and I do understand the concept about animals, and it does make you think about the animals and the plight of animals.
Try some? Okay. Been supreme.
I still love my meat, and every day is a new thing that the girls teach me, and I just respect what they want.
It was quite a surprise. It's not normal for Pacific Islanders and families to hear about family members going vegan. So when we heard about it, it was like, oh, cool. We're never not going to discriminate or anything just because they're vegan. So we just have to be mindful about family gatherings, about what's available for them, and we're proud of them for what they do. So. Yeah.
Do you miss eating island foods?
I miss the island foods, no. I still have coconut cream and taro and bananas, and you can just swap it out. There's heaps of other food that's available and it's better for you.